guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordan. Thank you so much for the support for the previous video, and today I am gonna do another video on the very simple but the strongest hero that is called Saitama.
Soka.
This is the anime called One Punch Man, and also this brand is called Dasin. So this is a third-party brand by China. Of course it is an unlicensed version. But this is a very nice figurine that is released in China. Without further ado, let's unbox this figurine. And okay, it comes with a figurine here. Oh, it comes with all the display stands here also. And it's very generous of this brand to actually give a display stand. I would really prefer it if it comes with some logo or probably the portrait of the hero over here, you see. And of course it comes with the manual, which is basically we don't need it, right? So yeah, now this is what we have here. We have the main figurine, 3 head sculpts, which is very generous. It gives all the funny faces also. They gave a couple of the alternate hand parts here, and it's they are very generous of giving you actually a packet of the vegetables icon. Alright, now let's open this. Okay. Wow, this is... Well, actually China does their packaging very nicely. It's all tightly packed. Okay, it comes with the plastic. First look here, it's actually quite nice, but of course you see it comes with a plastic cape and all that. The joints, the size, the ratio that it gives out is actually quite nice, you see. Maybe with a serious face look here. Anyway, right. Now first of all, let's look at the entire figurine here. The joints, the hip joints here, basically it is identical to the hip joints technology which is used in the SKC Kamen Riders series. So that makes it posing and all that very easy. See the head. Wow. Everything is so nice. Okay, now let's see if we can, as usual, let's try all the joints. The arms, the joint, of course, this is it. It's very tight also. Oh, almost came off. Oops. Okay, now this is the problem with the plastic cape actually. This is what happens when it is not flexible like cloth cape. So whenever you try to do some posing or whatever, you might be able to accidentally hit it and it might fall off. So now the arm joints, basically everything is okay here. You can, like you see, you can't actually lift your arm up because of the plastic cape, which makes the posing a little bit difficult. So I think you cannot go straight up. This is as far as it can. So you see, whenever I try to put some position like this, the upper part of the cape will just fall off, which I don't actually like it. So now this one here, I think the arms basically it can do nicely. Alright, now let's try the hip. The hip also, yes, you can really twist it nicely here. Same also. You can lift up the legs like this. The front, the back. Oh, to the back, it is not quite possible because of the back part here, which is disturbing the posing of the joints. See, the plastic cape came off again, which is why I'm not really a fan of plastic cape. Right? Now let's try to lift up. Yes, and goes up to this angle, which is very good. Leg, increase it. Oh, but this is the maximum that it can go. Here, it's not quite possible, but to bottom, yes, and yes. Same, this part here, you can do it like that. Now as for the cape, yes, plastic cape, and then here it's divided into 3 pieces here, so that you know you can open it up, especially when he is flying. Let's do a Superman move here. Right. Dang, dang, dang. But it does not really look natural, you see, because it's, you know, when it's open up, it's 3 pieces like this. And let's say if you were to do some fighting pose where the cape is up, you see, this is the problem with the plastic cape. Here they actually implemented some joints here where you can lift up the cape like this, but there is a certain degree that you can lift up the cape. You see, this is when it is down. You can see the gap all over here, and when you try to lift up the cape, look at the upper part, it starts to come off. Okay, it cannot actually, and then when it's lifted until the most upper part, this thing basically is just fall off. It's quite heavy, you see. So when we try to let it stand, it will just fall towards the back, unless you were to make your figurine stand slightly slant to the front. See, just like this, then it will stand nicely. If you let it stand up straight, like this, yes, and there you go, it will just fall off. That's why a plastic cape is a no-no for me, definitely. So which is why I went ahead and buy this cloth cape from Shin SHF. Now let's try to put this onto the figurine here. So first of all, you need to take this part off, and here, look at the parts here, just take it off like this, one by one, pieces by pieces. Oops, sorry, pieces by pieces. And there you have these parts here. You can actually choose to take this part out, but you would really need to cut it open and remove the pin in there so that this will be taken out entirely. But for me, because I rarely look at the back of the figurine anyway, so you don't have to take it out. Now look at this hole here. What does this hole do? This hole is basically for the stands here. Look at the stands here. They give you this part here, which you can actually use to grab the body. But some people, they don't like it. They don't use this part here. They will only use this part here. So it comes like this. This is to be put here. And there you go. This is how it holds up your figurine with the stand and all that. Right? Before we move on to how to do the cape, let's take a look at the other accessory. Now this is the back here, right? Then they have a very funny faces here, all nicely done if you look at it here. Now this is the more of a stupid face, I would call it a stupid face, and the yelling face. The yelling face is nicely done. All of the head sculpt here, I'm very impressive with this brand here, especially on how they come up with head sculpts and all that. The detail that is done on it are very impressive. And the hand parts here, let's try to change some hand parts. I think this is basically the same. The joints that they use here are almost the same with the other figurines here. So exchanging of the hand parts are actually quite easy as well. Now let's take a look at this custom cape here, cloth cape. As you can see here, there are actually rubber strings on the side here. So what we have to do is we just need to slip our hand onto this part here. Alright?
A few moments later.
Alright, so we are back. Now the custom cloth cape is already installed, and because it's cloth cape, it's very light. Then if you look at here, it can stand straight without it falling to the back. So that is why I prefer cloth cape more than plastic cape. Why do they need plastic cape anyway, right? This is way better than the plastic cape. Well, that is just my personal opinion anyway, but you know, if you think otherwise, that everybody has their own preference on toys and all that. See, with cloth cape, you are able to do all kinds of poses with the capes, and it will look even better, especially when you're trying to do photo shots and all that. You're trying to do some photography with the figurines, of course with the cloth cape, and of course you need wire in it also. It is better, right? So yeah, this is Dasin model of Saitama from One Punch Man. Okay, so yeah, let's change a bit here. Me personally, I like this head sculpt very much. The stupid smiling face, you know, whenever he's trying to give his opponent some time to do, or when he was actually, his mind was falling off somewhere. So yeah, right. So yeah, myself personally, I like to go with the custom cloth cape here. Most of my figurines here, I would, if there are options of having a cloth cape, I would definitely get it myself. Alright, so yeah, and as usual, I will also leave you some photos at the end of the video so that you can enjoy the figurine in the photography mode. Alright, thank you.
またワンパンで終わっちまった。